Sass, you've been a counsellor for many years, over 20 I believe. Can you tell me a little bit about counselling?
Counselling, wow, I could be here for hours. So basically in a nutshell, it's about working with the client. I work with different types of therapies that I combine to suit the client and what is required for the client, but it's about working with the client's needs and helping them to live a richful, meaningful and purposeful life to bring about permanent change in their lives. And counselling is basically about that communication, guidance and support, and giving them the tools that they can go away and use for the rest of their life.
Many people, when they go to a counsellor, they think that they're going to have to reveal everything about their past. Is that true?
Not necessarily, no. Again, you work with what the client... Sometimes there might be things that might need to be discussed, but it's really what's happening with at that present moment, and not always, absolutely. You know, it depends on the client again, but we work with where we're going in the present and basically what we need to bring about that change so that person can actually move on and have a quality of life.
So many people enter into a relationship and they get a little way into their relationship and they find they're having difficulty. How can you help them with that?
I guess it depends basically on, you know, what's going on for the couple, but it's about working with their communication processes and empowering them and teaching them the tools to communicate with each other and not to each other, but with each other in a way that brings about that understanding and working in getting on the same page basically, but still keeping that wonderful independence of individuality.
Sass, tell me what you do to help people who have anger problems.
I guess it's about normalising it. It's bringing it back to everyone's allowed to get angry, and that's the biggest thing, is that it's a normal human emotion. And there's no good or bad, it's just an emotion that we need to experience. It's what we do with that anger that may need to be shaped and changed, because sometimes people have only learned a certain way how to deal with that anger, and so they just need to learn another way that's more constructive and empowering to them.
Sass, many people have trouble with confidence and shyness. How can you help?
Well, both counselling and hypnotherapy are wonderful modalities to work with building somebody's confidence and getting them to come out a little bit more and get to a way that they can, you know, interact and socialise. And I guess what that is, it's about helping the person understand their true self, working out their self-worth, and knowing that it is okay to just develop the way that they want to, and it's about really understanding where that person wants to go. So building confidence starts with basically understanding what confidence is, and if a person doesn't know, they simply don't know. So it's about educating and helping and supporting that person grow.
Sass, I see in your collection you have a hypnotherapy CD called Calm Your Pooch. Can you tell me a little bit about Calm Your Pooch and how you created it and why?
Interesting. Yes, well, actually I created it for my daughter, who's got a beautiful, beautiful dog called Orby, and basically he's had some issues with anxiety or worries when they leave the home and things like that. So I did a lot of research and came up with the CD to help him just calm when they're not there and relax in a way that's not going to, you know, he's going to be okay when they're not there. So I thought we'll give that a go, and of course it's been so successful that I've needed to actually do some production on it and get it out there a little bit more. So I really hope that, you know, people tap into that, because it's been amazing for a lot of people so far, and knowing that you can leave your dog and know that your pet's going to be really happy while you're gone, and that's okay.
I've actually heard some people who say that whilst they're listening to the CD and training their pet into being calm and relaxed, that they're actually quite calm and relaxed themselves. Is that by design or by accident?
Well, I think it's very much by design as well, because to have a happy pet, you need to have a relaxed and less stressed and less anxiety owner. So it sort of works hand in hand as it is that wonderful relationship. So if the owner's feeling wonderfully relaxed and calm, then of course that will wonderfully transfer to the pet, and that was part of that pathway I took to do that. And yes, my daughter does that extremely well, even with those two words of calm and relax. It's really quite nice, and she actually sees and tells people the difference that it's actually helped her, so it's wonderful.
So with the CD, do people just put that on and leave it running when they leave the house?
They can do that after they've trained, so it's a period over 3 weeks to actually sit with their pet and be with their pet while they're training them to listen, and then when they're gone they just pop that on and off they go. And yes, it's been proven as well, just secretly gone and then had a little look, and it has reflected that they do go off and just go for a sleep.
So does that mean whilst you're out of the house for the whole period of time that your pet is going to be under hypnosis?
No, not at all. It just simply means that they've had that sort of relaxation state, and hopefully, it will continue when they are by themselves. But I mean, anything can happen, while they're by themselves. But it depends on what's going on for them on their day. But what it does, it sets the day off okay and safe and relaxed and calm, and that's the whole idea of it to start with.
Okay, so would you have the CD on repeat, or would you just have it playing once after you've left?
Not necessarily. You can do both. It really depends on the severity of the anxiety of the animal.
Sass, in your range of CDs, I notice you have one called You're Feeling Sleepy. I'm assuming this is for people who have some sort of insomnia or some sort of sleeping problems. How can this help them?
Well, basically, it's a hypnotherapy CD that, after listening to it over a period with instructions over a period of time, within the first few weeks, what it does, it actually resets your blueprint of your sleep pattern back into focus. So it gives a chance, because if people have been suffering from sleeping problems or insomnia for so long, basically it needs time to reset that pattern back into what is quite normal for them.
Sass, I just lead a really busy life. How can hypnotherapy help me with relaxing my body and my mind?
It's a beautiful, gentle way to take you into another world and relax the body as well as the mind, and take the mind on a guided visualisation to a place that is really wonderfully safe and comfortable and happy for you. And it also gives you that sense of balance between the body, mind and the soul, and it empowers you that sort of lasts for quite some time afterwards. I have quite a few people actually book in just for once a month, like they do have a massage once a month. They book in for hypnotherapy relaxation once a month to give them that fix and to bring about that de-stressing element.